Welcome to a new AI tutorial. As you can see, I have a new mascot now, the raccoon. I hope you like it. Today, I will show you some character art styles you can try with Nano Banana in Google Flow. Check the video description for the link to the art styles. I created this page so you can access them easily, but stick around for the tutorial to see how you can adapt them so they work for other subjects, not only characters. You can download the prompts as a text file, or you can save them as a PDF so you have the images too. From here, you can sort them by category. I will show you a few today, and you can explore the rest later. If you scroll down, you can also find the link to Google Flow, which lets you generate images for free. What is different for those with a Pro subscription is that you can generate more images. I think I generated almost 1,000 images yesterday with the Pro subscription before I hit the daily limit. Either way, you need to be logged in with your Gmail account to be able to generate. On the bottom, you can click the Create New Project button to create a new project. From here, you can rename it so you stay more organized and can find the project more easily later. The interface should look like this, but the first time you use it, it might look like this with the agent open. You can close it using this button. Then you can turn off the agent from here. Once the agent is off, you can see the options are different, and I now have separate settings for the Image tab and the Video tab. In the Image tab, you can choose the ratio you want. Let's say I go with Landscape. Then you can choose how many images to generate at once. I usually generate 4, but in this case I will do 2 so I don't hit the limit, since I already generated a few today. For the models, we currently have 3 options. The light model is cheaper but not as creative. Version 2 is my favorite because it is fast enough and gives good quality. Then there is Nano Banana Pro for really complex images, but I rarely use that one. So if you have the free subscription and want to generate faster and create more images, I think Light is a good place to start. But for this tutorial, I am using version 2. Now it's time to test some art styles. Let me start with the first one, this retro sketch style. You can use this copy button to copy the prompt. Then in Google Flow, describe your character. Let's say I want a cat dressed like a tribal warrior. Maybe just a single cat so it doesn't add more. But that also depends on the image ratio. I want it standing, and then I paste the art style prompt. It looks like this and includes details about the style, and some prompts also include details about the character. So if you don't want to change your character too much, you can remove some of the words that refer to the character. Let's test it. It takes about half a minute to generate the images. I got something like this. It depends on the seed, so not every image will be exactly the same, since Nano Banana adds some variation to each generation. My goal was to capture this sketch style. Since this is a landscape image and it tries to fill the space with a tall character, some images might have empty space, while others add extra details. Let me show you how you can control that. We can reuse the same prompt from any generated image using this button. In fact, let's create a character sheet. I will add front view, side view, and back view to the prompt. Now, when I generate again, I get this nice character sheet showing different views. It looks quite nice and is really useful for character designers. Maybe with this seed, the cat should not have been looking back, but the one on the right looks really nice. I like it. Let me reuse the prompt again and show you how to get a better single character. I will remove the other views from the prompt. Then I can change the ratio to portrait or square, depending on how I want the character to fit. That way, the character fills the image much better. As you can see, I only got one character, and it looks nice. Since it is a tall character, using a portrait ratio would probably give even better results. Now let me show you how you can reuse the prompt and adapt it for something else. Let's say I want a cute witch cottage design, isolated on a white background, so it doesn't add extra sketches around it. Wherever I see the word character, I remove it from the prompt. Sometimes you can replace it with design or with whatever your subject is. Here I can replace it with house or cottage. Then I remove the part that refers to the pose and the character features completely. Now it should keep the same art style but adapt it to the cottage. Let's test it. The results look like this, and I think they came out quite nice. They keep the same style, so you can use the same art style for completely different subjects. If I click on this plus sign, then on the Upload Media button, I can upload my own character or a photo of a person and try changing it to this style. Wait for the upload to finish, then click Add to Prompt. For the ratio, I will choose one similar to my image, but you can use a different ratio if you want. Now, for the prompt, I want to keep the woman's identity and just adapt the art style to match this one. Then I paste the art style prompt. It still has some character features in the style prompt, but let's see what we get. Maybe I will also add that the background should be white so the woman is isolated on a white background. The result is a character based on the original photo. I could have said to keep the same pose in camera view, then remove the other words related to the character, but I like to test the style first and then adjust it. Many times it creates the character in a way that I wouldn't have thought of myself. Now I will try a different style, like this Explorer sketch style, which can turn almost any character into an Explorer-themed sketch. I will use a square ratio because it fits the screen better for recording, and I will generate 3 images so I get a clean layout that fits nicely on my screen. Let's say I want a wolf holding a candle in a magical forest with giant mushrooms instead of trees. Then I paste the art style prompt and generate. We should get something like this. The prompt includes some Explorer-related words that you can change, but let's see what I get. I got these notebook-style sketches of the wolf exploring that world. You can see it has a backpack, which gives it that explorer feel. But we can change that mood. If I reuse the prompt, I can find the part that says Explorer-like design language and change it to tribal warrior or any other style you want. Now the mood has changed, but we kept the same detailed art style. It looks pretty cool. I have a few more sketch styles there that you can try, but now let's try this caricature portrait style because it looks interesting. This time I will generate a woman with curly hair and a witch hat, something cute. Then I add the style prompt and generate. The result is really nice and professional. I could definitely see this style being used in children's books. Something like this would look really nice. I am reusing the prompt, and instead of a woman, I will put a fox and generate it again. Now I got a fox with curly hair that is quite cute. What do you think? Leave a comment with your favorite style. Let me try another one, like this dark, angular wizard character. Let's do something you would not expect, like a turtle holding a flower. Look at this character. It looks quite interesting, doesn't it? The magic of the flower. For the next style, I will try something cute and fluffy. Let me do it for a cute pink bunny with a pink bow sitting on a mushroom. Then I add the style. Look at this cute little bunny. It is quite adorable, nice and fluffy. For the next one, I want an urban streetwear mood. I will test it with a girl holding a sword on a throne. But as you know, for some prompts, especially with kids and weapons, Nano Banana doesn't want to do it. So let me do a warrior skunk with a sword instead, and see if this one lets me do it. It seems it didn't have a problem with this one. For one of the seeds, it missed the skunk look, but the style is interesting, I would say. Now I want to try the Emerald Shadow Mystic anime style. Of course, you can change the colors in the prompt however you want. For the subject, I want a warrior bunny holding a skull. The result is quite dark but beautiful at the same time. I can see myself making some nice wallpapers with this one. Here is another interesting style, a tribal vector style. For this one, let me create a seahorse with a crown. I come up with these ideas on the spot while I am recording, just to see how the styles react to different subjects. Look how interesting and clean the design is. It could work printed on t-shirts or even as a tattoo. Let me try another style that is more decorative and has more details. This one is called Dark Occult. Let's see if I can do it with a goddess with black wings. The design is quite intricate. It could work well for tarot cards and other detailed illustrations. For those of you using the API with Nano Banana to generate 4K images, you can get even better details. Now let me try the grotesque, surreal creature concept style. I think I will create a bunny with a briefcase in a swamp. The result is this strange bunny creature, but it didn't add the swamp. I probably still have the background defined in the style prompt. Let me check. I will remove isolated on a plain white background and replace it with a swamp background. Now it should work. There we go. We got the swamp in the background now, together with the ugly bunny. But it is quite a cool creature. For the last test today, I want to try one of my favorite digital painting styles. Let me test it on a unicorn with wings and see how it looks. Look at that painting style. I really like this one. It has that digital game art style. I have to try one more subject with it. Let's say I use a mouse with a shield inside a castle to see what it can do. Again, the result looks beautiful. I love it. So that is how you can use these art styles with Nano Banana. Bookmark the page or save the prompts locally. If you go to the main resources page, you will see that I will be adding resources for more tutorials there. The homepage is ai2play.net, since I couldn't find a free .com domain. From there, you can check out my other YouTube channel, Pixaroma, visit the resources page, and join the Discord server. Then look for the AI2Play channel on the Pixaroma Discord server. I hope you found something useful in this tutorial. Please leave a like and a comment to help with the YouTube algorithm.
I want to thank everyone who joined the membership and supports me in creating more tutorials. A special thank you to the AI Titans, Sebastian Anthony, Uptown Funk, and Thomas Brown. Every donation helps, and every like and comment boosts the tutorial and supports the channel. That is all for today. Have a nice day.